Democrats lash out at misinformed Teamsters as union makes landmark non-endorsement. Drop the news, this is Buzztown Times. Several Democrats responded overnight to news that the Teamsters under General President Sean O'Brien decided against issuing a presidential endorsement. Unfortunately, neither major candidate was able to make serious commitments to our union to ensure the interests of working people are always put before big business. O'Brien said in a statement, Rep. Jim McGovern, D-Mass, who, like O'Brien, hails from the Boston area, called former President Donald Trump the most anti-labor president we have ever had. It's clear that these workers are misinformed or uninformed about Trump's record on labor, McGovern told the Washington Times. His allegiance isn't toward working people. McGovern, the top Democrat on the House Rules Committee, said it is obvious that Trump supports rich people over the working class. The Teamsters have not made a non-endorsement since the 1996 contest between former President Bill Clinton and Senator Bob Dole Arkin. Their last GOP endorsement went to former President George H.W. Bush over then Massachusetts Governor Michael Dukakis in 1988. Meanwhile, Rep. Stephen Horsford, D-Nev, tweeted that Harris had cast the tie-breaking Senate vote to protect Teamsters pensions. Horsford shared that Nevada's Teamsters councils had bucked the national organization and independently endorsed Harris. She's fighting for us, Horsford said. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, D-Nev, echoed Horsford, saying, the Silver State's Teamsters know that Kamala Harris is a fighter for our union workers. I learned it from my father, who was a Teamster in Las Vegas. When we stand together, we win, Cortez Masto said. Rep. Nancy Pelosi DeCalif, the former House Speaker, meanwhile, called the Teamsters' decision disappointing. Donald Trump refused to support a pension bill for Teamsters. It was Biden-Harris and Democrats who saved Teamsters' pensions in the Butch-Lewis Act of Our American Rescue Plan. Without one Republican vote, she said on X, formerly Twitter. Trump, however, called the non-endorsement of Harris a great honor for him. They're not going to endorse the Democrats. That's a big thing. Trump said while campaigning in New York City. The GOP nominee added that the internal Teamsters vote showed about 60% of national membership support his bid. A leading progressive in Congress rep, Pramila Jayapal of Washington, called the non-endorsement unfortunate, while adding that the Evergreen State Subcouncil still supports Harris. I think you're going to see more of that across the country, she told the Times. In a more direct shot at O'Brien, Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, DNY, claimed the national leader has been boosting Republicans all year while supporting anti-worker, anti-choice Senate candidates. O'Brien has reportedly reached out to some Republican lawmakers like Senator Josh Hawley, RMO, and J.D. Vance, R. Ohio, per the BBC, but it was the sheet metal Air, Rail, and Transportation Union that recently gave Hawley their endorsement to U.S. Senate candidates whom the union did endorse. However, our Rep. Adam Schiff, D. Khalif, and Rep. Ruben Gallego, D. Ariz, a spokesman for Harris's campaign, said in a statement reported by multiple outlets that Trump believes striking workers should be fired, while Harris literally walked the picket line. Vice President's strong union record is why Teamsters locals across the country have already endorsed her. Alongside the overwhelming majority of organized labor, Lauren Hitt said, in that regard, a council representing 35,000 Teamsters in the key swing state of Pennsylvania ignored O'Brien's non-endorsement and threw their weight behind Harris. The Board of Teamsters Joint Council 40, covering Pittsburgh, Erie State College, and Washington, held a separate vote where they unanimously selected Harris. She is the best for our locals and best for our unions. Council President Carl Bailey told the Pittsburgh Tribune-Review, O'Brien has also not been afraid to tussle with Republicans as he and Senator Markwayne Mullin, ROKLA, nearly came to blows during a 2023 hearing in which Senator Bernie Sanders, IVT, had to intervene as Mullin rose from his chair after the men told each other to stand your butt up. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to follow Buzztown Times because we keep you updated.